Hey everybody, Tom here with Bubba. He's, what are you, 14 months old now, son? We just got back from Florida about a week ago. We had a blast, family vacation. My mom and dad flew down, their first time on a plane, first time seeing the ocean, first time seeing him. We just had a great time. My sister was also there with her family. They drove down. Eventually, I'm going to make a video about our Florida trip. I took a little bit of footage, but really, we were just relaxing. We've had some work happening on the farm. This is the start of our new fire pit area. I actually traded a old lawnmower for it, an old riding lawnmower. It hadn't ran for us in about 2 years after we got our tractor. We didn't really use it, so we traded it with a local guy. He did some work for us, moved these rocks. I finally put that fire pit together. So this is the start of our little hangout area. I think it's going to be nice. You can sit on the rocks, and then we'll have some logs to sit on and some nice chairs. We got plenty of hay in the barn there. We do need to build some sort of fence to keep the horses out of the hay, some sort of gate, some sort of electrical wire. They're only in the yard part of the time, but we got to figure out a gate system because sometimes they get under that rope. I mean, that's just a rope. So that's something we definitely got to work on, a future project. I am making my way towards our new trail. We're going to walk this new trail and talk about it. But I'm going to show you some things as we go. We have a couple apple trees on the property that have been here for probably 20 years. And sometimes we get good apples, sometimes we don't. I'm definitely not an orchard expert. But this year I think we're going to get a decent crop, and I'm excited because I have a cider press that I bought at an antique store. It needs a little bit of work, but hopefully I get that done because there's a lot to do. So check out our apple tree in the background there. Hopefully you can see it. You can also maybe see Smudge. Smudge is our mini horse that Bubba here rides, and he's actually pretty good at it, son. Yeah, you're pretty good at it. He's been riding a horse since he's 9 months old, so that's pretty cool. And there's Smudge. And over here, again, we got our apples. So hopefully we'll get to make some apple cider this year is my hope. Okay, and right behind us is my little apiary. I've been doing farmers markets this summer, making some money, having fun. Also meeting a lot of local homesteaders and farmers, which has been really cool. It's been a great experience, and I'm just really having a lot of fun with beekeeping. Been doing it about 5 or 6 years now, and it's awesome. I'll probably be harvesting a little bit the next couple days, and then probably in August I'll have a really big harvest. So I'm really excited. We mainly have, in the spring we have tulip, poplar, and locust. And then we get sourwood and basswood honey. And in the fall, if I get a fall harvest, we'll be having goldenrod mainly. Smudge, the mini horse, actually likes that we roped off these apple trees because he's the only one that can fit underneath here. So he kind of has his own private little area that the other horses can't access. He's actually, he's a tiny little guy. He's only about waist high. There's our full-grown horses. But he holds his own. He holds his own. But again, he likes this little area because nobody else can go in there but him. He's too short for the hot wire, and he's not tall enough to access any of the apples, so it works out. You don't want horses to eat all those apples because they could colic, and that's not a good thing. So Smudge is really enjoying having his own little area that he can escape to if he needs to. He's not stuck in there. He can come out whenever he wants, but he tends to hang out in there because it's his little spot. Here's Biscuit, our Norwegian fjord. There's Dakota. There's Teddy the corgi. There's Mumu, the three-legged cat. Who else do we got? Here's Squeegee. Squeegee is our Narragansett female turkey here. Squeegee, squeegee. There's my little pollinator garden there. I probably need to do a little bit of work. Oh, Squeege. Squeege, what are you doing? Squeegee. Oh, Squeege. Squeegee's a good bird, ain't she? Oh, Squeegee, you're a good bird. You're a good bird, Squeege. Boop, boop, boop. Squeegee. Squeege. Squeegee. Okay, probably in the background you can see we got another apple tree there. Squeegee just jumped in that little area. I'm sure she can get out. I don't know the variety of the apple trees. They've been there for 20 years, and I'm sure there's some people that can figure it out, but I'm not an apple expert. But I do know there's 3 different types, and that makes good cider, so I got that going for me. Son, what are you doing? Son, what are you doing, boy? Booty butt. What is this kid doing? Doink! He's walking, kids. He's walking, folks. He's a walker now. A farm boy. He's an explorer. He'll go anywhere he can. Oh, he loves the dogs. I'm just following you, dude. Just following my little Bubba. This is not your house. This is Smudge's house, buddy. Smudge's little shelter. This is a calf shelter, but it's for the mini horse. We are inside the calf hut. This is for Smudge. And Bubba wanted to check it out, so hey, I'm not gonna tell this kid no. Hello, hello, hello. We're in the Smudge house, buddy. He actually rode yesterday for about 10 minutes. Now he's just exploring. He's just exploring, huh, buddy? You just exploring? Just exploring, huh? He's a country boy. Freshly squeezed is what his shirt says. That's his Florida shirt. A little bit too big for him. Boink! Bubba! Oh, you're just playing? He's just playing. There's Squeegee. Squeegee! Squeegee! You see Squeegee? Squeegee, you coming in here? Squeegee! 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 Buddy, Squeegee's coming in. I think Squeegee's gonna come in. Squeegee, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Squeegee! You kidding me, Squeegee? There's Squeegee. Squeege! Squeegee. Okay, we're gonna go check out our new trail area, which is really going to change everything on our farm. I'm really excited. I did a couple videos about this trail like a month ago. The trail's been built for like 2 weeks. We just haven't had a chance to make any videos. But I'm really excited for this. This is really, really going to give us access to the rest of our property. We have about 20 acres, about 6 acres is pasture, though it's kind of weedy right now. We had an old trail system, but it was mainly old logging roads, and it goes up about 700 feet from our house to the ridge, and it was really steep. So over the last couple years, we've had a local guy making side trails, making it more level, more fun for horses, and eventually a side-by-side. I can't wait to get a side-by-side. I've been saving up. So this trail gives us much better access. There was one access point, but it was at the top of the pasture and only a 4-foot gate, and it just wasn't right. So this here is going to give us access straight from the barn. You see the barn, I hope? There's the barn. Straight from the barn to the trails, people. So let's go ahead and check out the trails. It is hard to open a gate with a baby, but that wasn't too hard, I guess. Moo, are you coming, dude? Moo boo. Moo boo. Okay, so this first area, we've leveled this out. This was kind of a cliff, and we've expanded this area. It's probably 50% bigger, and this is where we're going to put a lot of horse manure over the years. We do use some of that horse manure for fertilizer, but there's just so much you can use, right? We got 5 horses right now, so that's a lot. So this little area here is a nice flat-ish spot. We got some logs that were harvested there, some locust logs. Actually selling those to a neighbor, which will be cool. Get a little extra money. This is part of our property. It's about a ½ acre that's been overgrown. Not super usable until now. So the trail we're walking on was not here a couple weeks ago, so I'm really excited. And this is basically a road bed. I could drive the tractor on this no problem, and I will eventually to harvest logs and do some maintenance and things like that. I'm also going to be hopefully harvesting more maple syrup this year, and this will be a great access point for the side-by-side. What, buddy? You got something to say, son? What do you want to say? Nothing. Oh, he's shy. So right behind me, this big old tree. I mean, it's not giant, but it's a decent sized tree. That is a sassafras tree. And normally you think a sassafras is a pretty small tree. But this tree, if you can see it in the shot, is, I'd say about 40 feet tall. It's a pretty big sassafras. There's a sassafras, people. That's a decent sized sassafras right there. So we're gonna keep on walking, right, buddy? Maybe I should have put you in your carrier. A little bit harder to film with a baby in your arms, but that's okay. So this here again is the trail. We got those cool rocks. I really like those rocks. A nice sitting rock. It's kind of like a entrance point to the trail, like, hey, you're about to go into the woods. Here's our rocks welcoming you. I think it's kind of cool. I do have a future idea of maybe even putting a little small cabin over here. Maybe like a prefab cabin, just so friends could stay in it. Maybe we could rent it out as a weekend spot. I'm talking something very rustic, like 12 by 16 feet, solar power, no water probably. Something really rustic right here. Corgi butt. This is all new trail, people. In a minute, I'll turn around and show you the long-range view here. All new trail. Kind of hard to see a view yet. And it's kind of cool too, the deer love to use the trail system. Deer tracks right there. Deer tracks. Nice view, huh? So this is not quite the end of the new trail. I'm gonna keep walking, but it is a great access point. It goes through these nice sized tulip poplars. And we actually have a lot of locust, a lot of dead locusts, which make great fence posts and beams and firewood. So I'm selling some of the locusts to a neighbor. I might do some trade for some other stuff. But this trail is really going to open up her property, because now we have a great access for the horses. We have a great access for a side-by-side. Right behind me is another new trail that was built last year. So over behind me, you might be able to see, that was our old access point, but you had to go through the pasture. So I'm really, really excited to see what's next for this trail system. Super, super fun. We love coming up in the woods. We come up here several times a week, do little hikes and just relax. So I hope you enjoyed this little tour of our new trail system. And if you do, say hello. I'd love to see, or at least hear about, what you're doing on your farm. Until next time, just have a great day and keep in touch. Say hello.